Hello guys, today we'll be making this cute mini bag keychain using simple cluster stitches. This is a super easy and quick project. Let's get started. So these are the things that we're going to need today. First, I'm going to start with a slip knot and then I'm going to chain 16. If you don't know how to make a chain, I have a tutorial for it in my channel. So go ahead and chain 16. Now that we have made our chain, we're going to work backwards. Skip the first stitch and work on the second stitch. Make a single crochet in this second stitch and make a single crochet in the next stitch to the third stitch, so that we have 2 single crochets. After that, we're going to chain 1 and skip a stitch. Then we're going to make a single crochet in the next stitch. Then chain 1 and skip a stitch and make a single crochet in the next stitch. Keep repeating this until you have final 3 stitches remaining. Now we're near the end of the row and we have 3 stitches remaining. Now chain 1, skip a stitch and make a single crochet in the next stitch. Make 1 single crochet in the last stitch too, so that we have 2 single crochet in both sides of the chain. We're done with the first row of single crochets. Here you can see that we have made 6 chain spaces. Now we're going to make the second row with the cluster stitches. Chain 3 and turn your work. We're going to work into the chain space we made in the first row. Now yarn over, put the hook through the chain space, yarn over, pull, yarn over and pull through 2. Now we have 2 loops in the hook. Yarn over, hook through the space, pull, yarn over, pull through 2. We have 3 loops in the hook. Then again yarn over, hook through the space, pull, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 4 loops in the hook. Again yarn over, hook through the space, yarn over, pull and yarn over, pull through 2. Finally we have 5 loops in the hook. Yarn over and pull through all the 5 loops. We've made our first cluster stitch. Next, chain 1 and make another cluster stitch into the next chain space. Yarn over, hook through the space, pull, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, hook through the space, pull, yarn over, pull through 2, and we have 3. Then yarn over, hook through the space, pull, yarn over, pull through 2, and again yarn over, hook through the space, yarn over, pull through 2. Finally we have 5 loops in the hook. Then yarn over and pull through all 5. Then chain 1 and make another cluster stitch into the next chain space. Keep repeating this until the last chain space. Here I am at the end of the row. I have one last remaining space to work on. This is going to be my final cluster stitch for this row. Now we're going to chain 1 and make a double crochet into this last stitch. We've made our row of cluster stitches. There are 6 clusters here. We're going to work on the next row. Chain 1 and turn your work. After that, into the very first stitch, we're going to make a single crochet. Then we'll be working on the space over here. instead of the stitch, make a single crochet over here. Then we're going to be chaining 1 and we're going to be working in between the clusters. So make a single crochet in between the clusters, then chain 1 and make a single crochet in between the clusters. Chain 1, single crochet in between the next clusters, chain 1, single crochet again in between the next clusters, then chain 1 and single crochet in between the final 2 clusters. Then after that, we're going to be chaining 1 and making a single crochet into the final space over here. Then we're going to find the third chain that we had made and make a single crochet over there, so that we have a single crochet in both ends of the row. We have made this row of single crochets again. Then working on to the next row, we're going to chain 3 and turn our work. Then we're going to make a cluster stitch into the chain space that we had just made and chain 1 after that. Keep repeating this until the end of the row. Here I am at the end of the row. Now I'm going to be making a double crochet into the next stitch, the final stitch, and we're done with the second row of clusters. Now we're going to repeat this until we have 4 rows of clusters. Here I have finally made 4 rows of clusters, and now at the end of the row we're going to chain 1 and we're going to work on the borders now. So we're going to make single crochets in each double crochet stitch and the single crochet stitch. Single crochet into the next double crochet stitch and another single crochet into the next single crochet stitch. So do this until the end of the row. Now we're at the final double crochet stitch. Make a single crochet into this stitch, and after that, into the next single crochet stitch, we're going to make 2 single crochets. Stretch it like this if it rolls up, because we need our pattern to be flat. Now we're going to single crochet into each of the foundation chain stitches. Do this until the end of the row. Now we're at the end of the row and we're going to make a single crochet into this end stitch. Then after that, we're going to find the single crochet stitch on the other side and make 2 single crochets into this stitch. Then we're going to make a single crochet in the remaining stitches. We're at the end of the row and we're going to make a single crochet in the final stitch. Then find the first stitch on the top row and slip stitch, then cut the yarn off. Here we have made the front part of the bag. Now we're going to be working on the back part of the bag and we're going to repeat the same process. Here I have made the back part of the bag and there are 6 rows of clusters and I've also made the border. Take the back part of the bag and make a single crochet in each stitch at the top. We're going to make the loop for the button. So make a single crochet for the first 6 stitches. Then we're going to chain 10 for the loop for the button. Then we're going to continue making single crochets into the next stitch until the end of the row. We're at the end of the row. Now what we're going to do is find the last stitch and slip stitch and finally chain 1. Cut the yarn off and pull. We made both sides of the bag, and now we're going to join these two. Turn the back side to the opposite side and put these together like this. Find the first of the two single crochets that we had made and put your stitch marker into the front part. Then find the same stitch on the back part and put the same stitch marker so that both of the parts are stitched together. Take your crochet hook now and put it through this stitch. Find the corresponding stitch in the back part. Take the yarn and tie the two parts with a single crochet. Continue making single crochets into the corresponding stitches until the end of the row. Now that we have reached the part where we put the stitch marker, remove the stitch marker and put the hook through both of the stitches and make a single crochet. Then we're going to the other side and find the second stitch of the two single crochets we had crocheted on the turning. So put your stitch marker on the front part and on the back part of the same stitch. After that, continue making single crochets on the bottom part. Now we've reached the other end and do the same thing we did with the previous stitch marker. Continue making single crochets until the end of the row. Now we're at the end of the row, and into the final stitch, make a slip stitch. Now we're going to be chaining 30 to make the strap. So go ahead and chain 30. We've chained the strap and now we're going to tie it to the other end. Put your hook through the back and yarn over and pull and make a slip stitch. Chain 1 and cut the yarn off. Now we're going to be weaving the ends in. Take the yarn needle and put it in the way that you find convenient. Put the yarn through the eye and pull. Then cut the excess yarn off. Do this for all the loose ends. Now we're going to sew in the button. Place the button in the middle part of the second row of 6 clusters. Take a sewing needle and sew the button in. And we made our cute little mini bag keychain. You can put the keyring any way you find convenient. I have put it on the right side. That's it guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you like this tutorial. Love y'all.